Recently, another case has emerged of sexual harassment at an educational institution. And once again, we've seen the same pattern in which the victims have not been allowed to complain and find any help from the administration of the school. And they have constantly been facing the criminals and the crime. I'm sure it was a terrifying experience for these children of the school, but it is unfortunate that the administration would not take uh, the required steps and timely steps. Apparently, some of the children had gone to the administration and talked to somebody, and the lady there blamed the children or the girls that it is your revealing clothes that has caused this. That is a very weird thing to say to children who are hardly out of school. They're in their teens. You cannot tell them stuff like that. As a parent, I really, really think that's a very bad statement to say to any child. I think that lady should be taken to task. The administration should also be taken to task, and the parents should file a complaint against them and take against sexual harassment. I mean, if you knew about it and you were covering up, that sounds very weird. Now, sacking a couple of peons or some staff, I don't think that's going to really help those children. I think the school should take up the responsibility of getting therapy to these children because they've been through a lot of trauma. We all know sexual harassment is a very serious crime, and especially the people who have gone through it are traumatized, which is unacceptable. I think it's completely unacceptable. It's unfortunate that the people, especially the young people who go through this, they find no support from anywhere, not even from families. We've often seen people tell their children, and even mothers tell their daughters, who are usually the victims of this crime, they're told to hush it up. Sometimes they're blamed for it. Gestures are made to make them believe that it was their fault. We need to empower our children, we need to empower our daughters and tell them not to be afraid of anybody, because these predators, these criminals, they actually feed on the fear of our children. These predators and criminals usually know that these children aren't going to get any kind of support from anywhere. So they use that fear and that isolated situation of that victim. Um, so asking a child for their photos or in exchange of, I mean, you're asking them to give you their pictures, and you're telling your students or those children that, oh, this is the last picture I look at when before I go to sleep, or sending strange messages to these children. The thing that these children then go up to their parents and discuss it with them just shows that there's a lack of communication between parents and children. I mean, every parent is the first line of defense for a child, and then after that it's the teachers. So if these people fail these children, it's unfortunate. And it is only because our parents shy away from discussing these things. It is your duty to give them good education. It is your duty to give them a wholesome life, but it is also your duty to allow them to live a very secure life by letting them know that you are there for them, you have their back, that you will believe them in anything they tell you and try to find out the truth of it without blaming them. If you're going to blame a young girl that a predator is after her, who's sexually harassing her, it's your fault, you must have done something, or you stay at home, that is not a good message you're giving that child. She's going to grow up to be a very scared woman, and she's going to just accept sexual harassment at every stage of her life. So parents need to really concentrate on how their children are unable to communicate with them. So I think if a child or a young girl or a young man is coming to their parents or some adult and telling them that we are facing so and so problem and sexual harassment is a serious crime, I think they should look into this without trying to put it underneath, shove it under the carpet, so to speak. They actually need to speak about it. They need to go and confront the person. They need to talk to the authorities. And this matter needs to be tackled. The more exposure we give it, the more consolidated efforts that parents and teachers and all of us adults in the society take will empower the children, and this will help them to deal with these people. And these criminals Of course, they won't, there's no guarantee that these crimes will not continue, but at least we can protect as many children as we can. So, for these children, they've gone through a lot of trauma. I think the school should pay the bill of their therapy, provide them with good therapists, because these children deserve to understand that they have done nothing wrong. They should be given the confidence not to feel guilt. It's not their fault, and that's the duty of their parents and their teachers now. So I think any child who comes up and tells you that they're facing sexual harassment, or even if they feel scared of anybody, they should have the confidence to come to their parents at least, and at least share their trauma with them. So we need to rethink how we deal with our children. We need to rethink the communication issues that we have with our children, and we should ensure that these children are safe in the society. I think that's the first job of an adult.